This episode of the Kintsugi Podcast is brought to you by Pause, Breathe, Reflect, which can help you bring mindfulness to your everyday moments. Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Friday, my fellow like-hearted humans. On Fridays, I like to share a moment with you to pause, breathe, reflect before you slide into the weekend. I started my practice over 20 years ago when I was feeling completely overwhelmed. I knew I had to slow things down. So I started my practice, and I called it Pause, Breathe, Reflect. And the reflect element was essential because it created space for me to practice gratitude and set my intentions on what kind of ripple I wanted to ripple into the world. When I left the hospital, I continued my studies, discovered MBSR, and became a qualified teacher. And now I love sharing the value of mindfulness with humans all around the world through the Kintsugi Podcast and our app. So we can change our relationship with stress, sleep better, and bring mindfulness to our everyday moments. So mindfulness can be a way of living as opposed to some transactional thing we do during our morning routine. So if you're ready, let's do a short practice together. During this time of year, our to-do lists get a little bit longer. With everything that we feel we need to do at school or work, and of course, all the shopping that needs to get done. So let's take this moment to create some space. Slow things down in between all the things on your to-do list. So find a comfortable posture. You can be seated. You may wish to lie down, or you can do this as you walk about. If you're walking, eyes open. For everyone else, you can close them or have a soft gaze if that makes you feel a bit more comfortable. And we'll drop in. We'll begin with a few generous inhales, breathing up through your nose if you can. And nice, slow, releasing exhales. Give yourself permission to slow things down. Coming into this moment, and relaxing the body. When it feels right, settle in to the natural rhythm of the breath. And place your attention on wherever you feel the breath the most. It might be right above your upper lip, or it could be in your chest or in your belly. Simply notice the rise and release of each breath in and each breath out. Taking this moment to create some space, to slow things down so you can be more intentional about the next thing on your to-do list? All right, nice job. When you feel ready, you can open the eyes if you've had them closed. Maybe wiggle those beautiful fingers and toes and give your body a little stretch. I hope you enjoyed this moment to slow things down. And if you found it valuable, I hope you'll share it with a friend. You can find other practices like this one on our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app, and you can find the app wherever you happen to find apps. And you always have an open invitation to join one of our live practices throughout the week with other like-hearted humans. It's a space where everyone belongs, regardless of who you voted for, where you live, how much money you make, who you love, and if you pray. So I hope you'll join us. The only thing we ask is that you bring a loving heart to our space. On Tuesday, I'll share another inspiring story of connection with you on the Kintsugi Podcast. Until then, have a meaningful weekend and ripple something worth rippling into the world.